I think, oh no, is it stuck? Uh-oh, help, I'm gonna die wearing a tie. This is like the same primal fear of when you're in a dressing room and something won't come off. And you're like, well, this is how I go. I think I'm making it worse. I think I'm making it tighter. You know, if this was like a nautical knot, it would be great.
One eternity later.
Yes! Ah! Turns out I just needed to pull harder. And that's it. Thanks for subscribing. Hello. Cozy time, cozy time. Today I thought I would just, go back to basics a little. The kind of video that started in the infancy of my channel. So for a while now, my thrift hauls have kind of been themed. I was trying to, go outside of the box a little so it's not just a normal thrift haul. But that is not today. Today I just want to show you what I got, kind of break it down and talk about how I like to mix modern clothes with my vintage items. I thought we could do something different today where I can show you what I got and then we can take a trip on over to my closet. Instead of just showing you the finished product right away, I can kind of talk through my process and shop my own closet to try to find things that will go along with everything that I got. So I guess it's a little bit different than my normal thrift hauls. Usually I show you what I get and then it's just gratuitous footage of me going. We're gonna get a little bit more involved today. Should be fun. So in case you have not peeped on over in the corner here, this video is sponsored by ThredUp, who are absolutely my favorite brand to work with. They are very nice. Essentially, if you don't know who ThredUp is, or if you haven't seen any of my previous ThredUp thrift hauls, what it is an online thrifting website. So everything on their website is secondhand. The world's largest online thrift store. They have your favorite brands for up to 90% off. It's no secret that I love to go thrift shopping, but this way I can just get everything I need online and not have to deal with crowded thrift stores that make me anxious. But at the same time, you can find secondhand items from H&M, Target, pretty much any brand that you can think of. So that way you can keep the style that you want, but not contribute to fast fashion and all that jazz. Really throwing it back here. So yes, ThredUp is offering you guys a special offer. If you click the link in the description and use my code, you can get 30% off of your first order. So without further ado, let's get into what I got. So I actually received all of this like a month ago. No surprise, I kind of have forgotten what I ordered. So yet again, this will be as much of a surprise for you as it is for me. Because apparently I have a problem with just shopping and then not retaining any of that information. Okay. That's a lot of earth tones. First up, oh cute. I love when past Rachel surprises present Rachel. So first up is this cute brown cardigan. Very simple. It has kind of the 3/4 sleeves. This is from the brand BP. Got it on ThredUp for $11.99. Alright, this is what's happening. Because it's cold in my house, and I won't stop complaining about that until it's hot in my house. Definitely one of the simpler items that I got. Usually that means it can be styled vintage pretty easily. To demonstrate a point, I guess we can just go ahead and do this.
Wow.
Like cardigans that button up all the way. They can double as just a shirt if you don't feel like having a shirt underneath. But this is a little too simple for me. I'm thinking I can put a collared shirt underneath so the collar is sticking out, and then actually don't tuck this in. Instead, put a belt right here. Maybe one of these tartan skirts so that it looks very 1940s schoolgirl, because that's definitely one of my aesthetics. Going to be a bit longer than most 1940s skirts would be, but that's okay.
There's no rules!
That joke was worth turning this inside out for. Not crazy about it. It works in my head, but I think this is so thin. It kind of wrinkles in a different way than I was thinking, so I think, yes, I think that's much better. So that's a cardigan buttoned up, but now what I'm going to do, I think, is unbutton it all the way, which as you can see also just works for this outfit. In fact, I think I prefer this a bit more than buttoning it up all the way. A lot more casual. Oh. Oh. A little 80s. I don't hate it. I kind of feel like a detective. This is a big reason I love cardigans and I need more of them, because I feel like they can be really, really versatile and they can just add that little bit of oomph to an outfit and make you feel like Dana Scully. So next up is this blouse. So wiggly. Simple, simple. This one is actually from Wild Fable, which is a brand from Target. So it's kind of nice that I can still get the items, but they're thrifted. So it's all good. It feels like linen, it looks like linen. I don't think it's actually linen. So the estimated retail price on this was $22, but I got it for $8.99. I tried to stick really cheap with this time around, just to kind of show that you can get affordable pieces, and they work just as well. So for this one, I'm gonna go pants with it first. Yes, it is a button-up blouse, but it also looks like it's a bit cropped. Maybe I don't tuck it in all the way. So yeah, it's definitely a bit cropped. I think if maybe I could do something like this. Do a little French tuck. Tan would be proud of me. If I really wanted to, especially with this belt, I could tuck in, which I think also looks nice. I think for this, I am going to switch pants. These new suspenders. All the sorts of colors that I love. Hey, yep. Hey, yep. I look like a hobbit. Probably throw on a blazer of some sort. Or we could go a little bit more feminine with it and cream skirt. So you can see it's kind of the same idea, but a little bit more light. You can add a belt. Easy. So that's it for this shirt. I think it's pretty obvious to see why I have so many white/ivory button-up shirts, because they are so easy to style. This one is super freaking comfortable, and I don't feel like I'm gonna ruin it with pit stains, which happens quite a lot. I don't really want to talk about it, so. So this one was probably one of the more expensive things, but it's still under $25. So it is this Calvin Klein tuxedo vest. Yeah? Check me out. I don't think I own anything by Calvin Klein, but I'm kind of glad I do because it just makes me think of Back to the Future.
Calvin Klein?
I think this will go nice with all of the browns and earth tones and creams that I already own. My quest to get a vest in every color is coming along, and I definitely didn't have a light colored vest, so that's why I got this. The estimated retail price of this was actually $95, but ThredUp had it for $21.99. Much more my speed. So my plans for this, which I guess should not come as any surprise, I'm probably gonna stick with kind of that Jane Austen kind of color palette. So that's the basic fit. Quite slimming around here. It is a little bigger on the top, so I think I will take advantage of that and use something that maybe has bigger sleeves, accentuating it and therefore hopefully making the waist snatched. Samuel Adams, maybe like a apprentice blacksmith living in Philadelphia in the 1700s. So as far as the skirt, I know we said I'd probably keep the whole outfit light, but I just wanna see. I like it. What do I look like right now? I definitely feel like a hobbit. I think I'm gonna try this without a brown, just because that's kind of always my safe option. What else do I have that's not brown? Kind of funky. Another kind of combo I don't hate. I think this has sort of a belle vibe to it, I guess. Yeah, I think I would definitely probably go for a brown skirt in this specific occasion. Creams tend to go with creams, or browns or earth tones. I am in love with this vest and I think I will get a ton of use out of it. Next up is from J. Crew. Oh! It is this very simple cardigan sweater. Simple, cute. Definitely don't have enough cardigans that I can just throw over my shirts, or at least cardigans that look vintage. I feel like those are kind of hard to come by. I really, really love this one and it looks really cozy. I just feel like it looked very, you know, college girl in the 1940s, head into the library to study because she's the badass. Super freaking cozy. I actually already wore this out because I couldn't resist. I'm gonna go with kind of a 1930s college boy kind of vibe. Like a mix of that with Amelia Earhart. Does that tickle your curiosity? Oh. Pants, and then a white top and a tie. So I have these really thick wool pants that I got from the vintage store that I love. Pretty sure they're a version of jodhpurs. Also might be military. I'm not sure, but they are quite old and I am obsessed with them. So this is a little long, huh? We're gonna go with this one, which is exactly the same length. Yeah. I need to invest in some shorter ties, I think. So this is the general idea. Bear with me. I know that this tie is like comically large. Up next is another brand that I usually wouldn't gravitate towards, but because of ThreadUp, I can be bougie. So it is this Banana Republic blazer. Let me put the buttons on. Super freaking cute. It is wool and perfect and I love it so much. So the estimated retail price of this, $198. Yeah, right. But ThreadUp had it for $27.99. $30 for a really nice blazer like this. I'm sorry you had to see that. So for the blazer, this could also work the same exact way that the maroon sweater worked. So to prove that, I will put it with this outfit as well. If anything, I think this works even better with this outfit. So that's probably what I would gravitate towards if I were to make an outfit with this blazer. But because we already kind of did this outfit, I want to think of something different. I guess we can go skirt. I don't usually wear blazers with skirts just because I think they go so well with trousers. I'll probably stick around the same color palette because of course I will. An Edwardian Explorer almost, which I am all about. My general consensus is that whenever you have a modern blazer like this, it could not be easier to transform it into vintage because the material, especially if it's like a tweed or a wool, I know this outfit is very similar to the sweater one, but you know, I just think this outfit needs a tie. So yeah, this is probably what I would do for this outfit. The museum needs me, I gotta go. I definitely focused on a lot of tops and blouses this time. I think as I'm kind of doing this wardrobe rotation that I've been talking about where I sell the stuff I don't wear and I only try to buy stuff that I know I will wear, it's made me step back and realize what I need more of and what I don't need more of. I think blouses is the part of my wardrobe where I need a variety of and I need a little bit more of because main reason, hello, you, me. Quite simply, I need blouses because that's a lot of times what you see of me most of the time. So those come in handy a lot more than say pants or skirts, even though I do have a lot of those and I don't need any more at the moment. So next up was kind of a wild card and I feel like initially looking at it, it's kind of like, oh. But I think styled right, it might be one of my new favorites. It is this vest, two-layered situation here. So on the inside, it's this pretty little camisole looking thing. And then on the outside, just a black vest looking thing has kind of these tatters. Normally I would probably scroll right past this, but there is a brand that I really love called Sisters of the Black Moon. Beautiful, beautiful clothes. I can't afford them, but they do have this really, really pretty vest thing that reminds me a lot of this. So I guess it's kind of my way of getting like a knockoff version of that until maybe someday when I can support that brand. I think this has a lot of kind of 1800s potential. This says it's by Only Limitless. The estimated retail price of this was $48, but ThredUp had it for $18.99. And I think out of everything, I'm most excited to style this just because I'm purely very curious. From far away, it actually looks pretty historic, which is kind of cool. Now, excuse me while I take about 3 decades to unbutton all of the buttons that I just buttoned because they were unbuttoned. Actually, I think even this is kind of cute. I know that's not really how you're supposed to wear it. So that is it buttoned. This is freaking adorable. Pretty much exactly the fit I was hoping for. Slimming, and the black kind of ends right where my smallest part of my waist is. I'm very excited. It definitely has a Victorian kind of look to it. I actually really like the tattered part. It kind of reminds me of, what's that ballerina statue? I want to say it's by Degas, but I don't. Sculpture by Edgar Degas, which is actually at the Boston Museum of Fine Arts, and every time I go there and look at it, I'm just like, I think that is maybe why I love this so much, because it reminds me of that. As far as pairing this with vintage, I think I'm gonna kind of go with the Victorian theme. So this is definitely different. Little necktie. That's definitely Victorian. So yeah, it's tough to style. I'll give it that. Maybe green will do. I don't know. Maybe I need to lose this. This is tough. I feel like if I had a cream skirt that was like this, just because that way you're not getting that kind of breakup, like, whoa! But I am obsessed with this top because it's so different than anything I have. And last but not least, another blouse. This one by Olsen Europe. Quite simple. It's got kind of that linen texture. It might actually be linen. I don't, 100% flax / lin. I just figured this, again, was very simple and would go with a lot of the items that I already have. It has a very 1940s feel to me, but it also kind of satisfies my 18th, 19th century aesthetic that I'm going for. I just thought it was cute, and that's why I got it. Basically just the tagline for all my thrift hauls. This shirt pretty much matches my whole wardrobe. Let's try it on and see how the fit is first, and then I will decide what to pair it with. This, unlike the cardigan, flares out, so if I wanted to put a belt over it, it would work a whole lot better because it's already kind of got that built-in peplum. See what I'm saying? So I think for something like this, I would probably want to go for a more interesting skirt, just because the shirt itself is so neutral and there's not a lot going on pattern-wise, that I think I would want a skirt that has either texture or pattern. So I guess I can start with it just over so you can see what that would look like. As you can see, very pretty. I've just paired it with this for now, just to kind of show a little bit more than just browns, because I got a problem. Do it like this. A bit more 1950s to me. Be a little too long for that. Maybe with pants it would look a little better, but that's the idea. I think in this situation, this is where this peplum comes in really nice. Very like Katharine Hepburn-y. Sling a little sweater over there kind of thing. So I think when I wear this shirt, I'll probably do this combo. It seems like the most flattering because it really just... So that's it. Again, I definitely focused on sweaters, blouses, blazers, and vests. Because a lot of times I feel like those are easiest to blend with other vintage items, and then immediately they become vintage themselves. Let me know if you like this kind of format of thrift haul. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit more educational as to what's going on inside my dome piece when I'm putting together an outfit. Also, I'd love to hear some of your recent thrift finds, maybe weird thrift finds. I'm part of this Facebook group called Weird Secondhand Finds That Need to Be Shared, or something like that, and it's always the weirdest stuff. So if you have any stories about going to a thrift store and just finding some gems, let me know. I hope you guys are having a good 2020 so far. Thank you so much ThredUp for sponsoring this video. And again, if you guys want to click the link in the description, ThredUp is going to give you guys 30% off of your first order if you use my code. That is it. I love you guys whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload every Friday and we have fun here. Ow, it hurts my face. You know in winter when your face just gets like so tight? Bye! Kind of video, but it's nice because you can also, so many buttons. Normally I would probably sculpt, I just, ha, my favorite murder. What else did I used to do in my old videos? A lot of finger guns. Frodo, come here. What's this? What is this? Oh, it's so delicious. Oh, it's so good. Oh, you should see the look of skepticism he has on his face right now. Look, it's you. Good. Whoa. Got it. Nope. Sometimes you gotta shake the tree to see what falls out. Stylish. I know you want to chew that new antler I got you, but like, could you not? 90% of this video's footage is just gonna be me buttoning buttons. You're welcome, editing Rachel. Did I do that wrong? Haha. Yes, I did. How do I live? Gotta keep something to blow my nose with. Me, 'tis finally gone, my cold.
I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.